जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtottara Satasri Srimad His Divine Grace Avai Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, प्रभुपाद अनुगा की, सामवेत भक्त वृंद की, नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Hare Krishna. Welcome to everybody to Sri Jagannath Mandir. We have the great fortune of being seated at the lotus feet of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadramayi and Srila Prabhupada. So today also happens to be Ekadashi, a very important day for devotees of Krishna, and they take advantage of this day by remembering Krishna and his wonderful instructions. I am reading today from chapter 1, Text 21 and 22. Arjuna vacha senayor ubayor madhye ratam sthapayame achyuta yavat eta niriksheham yodhu kaman avastitan kairmaya saha yodhavyam asmin ranas samudyame. This is Arjuna speaking. Translation. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Purport. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees. Thus he is addressed herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as devotee, is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rishikesha, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being given the order of others. He does in being the giver of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders, and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the inevitable master in all circumstances. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Yadvaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratam sthapayati me achyuta. In this verse you see Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna is ordering Krishna. Place my chariot in between the two armies. I want to see. He's saying, Yavat etan niriksheham yodhum kaman avastitan. Who are these people who are desiring to fight, who want this war to happen? I want to take a look at them. He's scanning. Before fighting, he's doing a scan. Who is standing in front? What are his abilities? What they can do? I know and I don't know some people. Let me see. Anybody who before playing a game also, they will do a scan. Who is on the opposite party? What is his strength? What is my strength? What is his weakness? What is my weakness? You take a scan. So Arjuna is a very great expert warrior. So he is taking a scan quickly. who are these people, what they are. This is the characteristic of anybody who is serious about what he is doing. So, for taking a scan, the interesting thing in the shloka, which Prabhupada is commenting on, is ordering the Supreme Lord. Because later the same Lord in the Bhagavad Gita, he will say, Parabrahma Parandama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. I have understood that you are Parabrahman, Parandhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. You are all these things. But now, before that started, he is telling, hello, put the vehicle, take the vehicle there, in between, park it. So if you notice very carefully, this will completely change in the 11th, when he is showing his Vishwarupam. When he says Vishwarupam, he becomes so afraid. He says, Krishna, I don't want to see this anymore. Ghora Rupam, your fierce form. It's so great, all your greatness shown in it. I don't want to see that. But all that will come later in the Bhagavad Gita. But here, Krishna has accepted a position of being the charioteer of Arjuna. This is very important to note. And he is ordering his charioteer, means driver. Just telling, you do this, go to this place. And Krishna is cracked his whip and rode the horses and put the horses there. This, and also Krishna is sitting down lower. Arjuna is standing on this thing. For fighting there is a whole deck. In the lower place will be the chariot driver. He is telling from there, go. Like this, and he is listening. So, that order of Arjuna, Krishna is following. Krishna is following the order. Why? He have taken the position of your driver. So I have to do that. Even God, when he takes a position, he executes what is necessary to be executed in that position. So this is very interesting. Prabhupada is commenting, Krishna is very happy to take an order from Arjuna. Why? Arjuna is his pure devotee. In other words, Krishna is serving Arjuna. Whereas throughout the Bhagavad Gita you will learn that you are a servant of Krishna and you must serve Krishna. But here you are seeing Krishna is pleased to serve his devotee. He is having great pleasure in doing it. This is the meaning of a pure devotee and his relationship with the Supreme Lord. Arjuna and Krishna were also known to be very good friends, both of the same age. It's mentioned, Sakhya Rasa, Sakha. You see, Sri Krishna, Krishna Sakha, Vrishni, Rishabhavani, Drug, Rajamsa Dahanana, Pavargavirya. Kunti is telling, you are known as Krishna Sakha. My son, Arjuna, is always known as Krishna Sakha. They don't even call him Arjuna. They say, oh, the Krishna's friend. Krishna Sakha. So closely knitted together they were friends that Arjuna will be called the Krishna Sakha. Friend of Krishna is going. So they were related very closely as friends. And you will see sometimes in the palace, in the other places, Arjuna is stretching his leg on the tree and against, and Krishna is sleeping with his head on Arjuna's lap like that, and both are sitting and talking. They are putting their hand shoulder and shoulder and moving around and talking like that, and they are expressing their heart to each other. I told you earlier the story of how Arjuna fall in love with Krishna's sister Subhadra, and he is saying that I like Subhadra very much, and Krishna is telling, no problem, you marry Subhadra. Only problem is my brother. He is trying to get my sister married to Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana is a Sishya, disciple. He is teaching him Gada. So he is wanting to get Duryodhana married to Subhadra. But if you marry, that is better. Duryodhana, I don't want my sister to marry Duryodhana. In this way, very intimate things going on between both of them. But now his serious job on the battlefield. He's saying, Senayor Ubhayor Madhye. That's very soon in the next few verses, it will change the atmosphere. Krishna will be following what Arjuna is telling, but when he sees the army, he sees that his uncle, that Bhishma Dev, all of them are all standing in the opposite side. He becomes very weakened and he becomes very emotional. And at that time, he says, I don't want to fight. Nayotsyati Govinda. I don't want to fight. And he throws his Gandiva. With all these people who have taught me, who have been my best mentors, how can I fight with them? So he feels very bad. And at that time he becomes very weak. And that time he tells Krishna, please accept me as your disciple. Please accept me as your disciple. Sishya. Sishyaste aham shadimam tvam prapannam. Please accept me as your disciple. Sishya. This is very nicely described. The role will change from a friend to a person who is a charioteer. Come on, take the chariot there. Then it will change to Arjuna telling that Sishyaste aham, please accept me as your disciple. And then later when Krishna shows the Vishwarupa, he will get afraid and he will say that, no, I don't want to see all this, I want to see again as my friend, two-handed form. In this way, Krishna will slowly teach Arjuna, make him understand that actually you are very wonderful devotee and I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in this way, you are actually taking part in this special service for me, fighting in the war. Yada yada hi dharmasya klani. So Krishna and his devotees have a very special relationship. And Krishna can take orders from his devotee. And a very high level, he gets punished by his devotee also. Yashoda Mai is holding Krishna's ears and saying, come and tie him up, punishment for you. And he accepts that punishment from his mother. Gets tied. So what is you can get to see God in a different way. Normally God means somebody very powerful, he'll punish you, you have to follow the rules and regulations, otherwise you'll be finished. Everybody prays to God out of fear. But here you see a different role of God. God is serving his devotee and he likes it very much. He likes it very much. So you'll see so many instances in Krishna Leela that he is doing seva for his devotee in different places. So God is relatable. He's a person. If you actually relate with Krishna in seva, in service, he will also become accessible to you. And you can actually have a working relationship with Krishna. So people don't know, mostly people think that God is a position, God has got powers in his position, we must be very respectful and we must be following the rules and regulations. This is a normal thing according to religion, according to dharma and everything. But there is another aspect of the Lord, that he becomes subservient to his devotee. He comes under the control of his devotee. Why? He is coming under the control of the devotion of the devotee. That is important to know. It's not that the devotee wants to control the Lord. No. Because the devotee is so deeply in love with Krishna, and because he serves Krishna so purely, because he doesn't know anybody else, anything else apart from Krishna, Krishna subjects himself to that devotee. This is what's happening here. This is a special quality of Krishna. Bhaktya Vashyata. He comes under the control of his devotee, under his pure devotee's control. Sometimes we may think that we can also control the Lord, but we are not practicing bhakti for the sake of controlling the Lord. But when we actually become pure in our devotion, Krishna derives great pleasure by serving. If you go to Vrindavan, you will see it's about seva. It's all about service. And Radharani can control Krishna. In this way you see many different things happening there. That Radharani is declared as the queen of Vrindavana, and Krishna becomes her assistant. Krishna is given by the government there of the gopis and Radharani. He will ask, what position I have? You have this position, this service you must do. And he humbly accepts that position. Even for people who are not devotees, in the Rajasuya Yajna, which Yudhishthira Maharaj conducted, Krishna took the service of washing the feet of everybody who is coming for the Rajasuya Yajna. Yudhishthira Maharaj gave him that seva. You wash the feet of all the rishis, the sages, the great persons, anybody who comes. There will be a person washing the feet, pouring water on the feet, washing the feet. Welcome. Krishna took that position and he washed the feet of everybody. Why not? Why not? You will see in the Sudama Leela, Krishna washed the feet of Sudama. He took and drank that Charanamritam, put on his head. Foot wash. He'll do that. He's very happy about it. So sometimes people get very confused how to understand God. He's doing all these things. It's mentioned here by Prabhupada that he takes great pleasure in serving his devotee. So there's always a competition between Krishna and his pure devotee. The pure devotee is trying to glorify Krishna and serve him. Krishna is trying to serve the devotee. Krishna is trying to serve the devotee. This competition is going on. You can see in the life of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, very sincerely he went and followed instruction of his guru, went to America when he was 70 years old, and he was doing very menial service, washing the floor, washing the vessels, cooking in the kitchen, serving prasadam to everybody. All these hippies and all coming and taking prasadam, they will leave everything and they'll go. He will collect all the plates, wash the floor, keep the place clean. And then in the night he will sit and translate. And he was cooking for them to come and eat. Very menial service. For whom? For some people who are some vagabonds, some hippies. They don't know. In one place, it is mentioned that in the first residence in New York, even today it is there, that they don't know how to treat a sannyasi as sadhu. In America, they don't know, they don't have that culture. There is only one bathroom, one toilet, one bathroom. So after Sunday program like this, all of them ate and slept there only. Next morning, They all gone to use the bathroom. I want. In the West, they are very good. They'll wait in the queue. Prabhupada came because he is staying in that place only, a little bit on the top. He also had to stand in the queue. He took his small toilet kit and stood in the queue with his towel. Didn't say anything. This is America. People are like, he's a sannyasi. If he was in India, it will never be like that. But they don't recognize who is a sannyasi, what, I don't know. So they waited in the queue and then he used the bathroom toilet used by them. And humbly, 1 day, 2 day, it happened like that. But he is the person cooking for them, washing and everything. And they are eating. So one day, one of them told the others, I think the Swamiji should be allowed to go first, no? All the others agreed, yes, you should go first. So Prabhupada said, thank you, and went. He didn't ask, Hare, I'm sannyasi, I am old man, also I'm coming from India, you should know how to respect a sannyasi, you should allow me to go first. He didn't say anything. Whatever Krishna desires, whatever position I am put in, I should serve the Lord. Whatever He has given me, with that I will serve. Useless old looking bathroom and I have to stand in the queue? No problem. I have to only cook every day and do? No problem. He did that. Afterwards, he got established. So many devotees were doing seva for him. He didn't have to do anything, any of these things. He was able to travel, preach, establish centers, write his books, get it published, and move forward. And all the time he said that Krishna's mercy, these things are happening. I am thinking it should be done this way, and Krishna is sending manpower, money, and everything, it is happening. And it is Krishna who is propagating this message. In this way, Prabhupada said that I am glorifying Krishna. I am trying to spread the holy name. And Krishna is sending all the help needed. So there is a very deep relationship within a pure devotee and Krishna. Then Prabhupada said there is a competition. I want to serve Krishna so big, and Krishna wants to also serve his devotee. And that is why everything he is thinking and wanting to do for Krishna is happening. In this way, devotee has got a deep relationship with Krishna. Those who practice Bhakti Yoga, they know that devotion is supreme. And by getting devotion to the Lord, not only they are also in a high level of happiness and ecstasy, Krishna is also enjoying that relationship. He is also enjoying that relationship. So here when Arjuna is saying, Senayor Upayor Madhye, Krishna is listening. And after that Arjuna breaks down, starts crying and says that please instruct me, I am your disciple. And Krishna instructs Arjuna very lovingly, very affectionately, and answers all his questions. And makes sure that Arjuna has understood. And asks him in the end, have you understood what I told you? Tvayekagrena chetasa. And Arjuna replies, you have understood. My illusion is gone. Nashta moha smritir labdha tvat prasadat maya achyuta sthito asmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Sthito asmi gata sandeha. There is no sandeha. There is no doubt for me anymore. Karishye vachanam tava. I will do what you told. I will do what you told. So these are relationship between a devotee and Krishna. You have a problem, Krishna has counseled Arjuna. Best counseling he has given, mentoring and counseling. So good it is that Arjuna is feeling very good. Now I am ready to fight. I will do whatever you told me. So such is the relationship. The devotee has great faith in Krishna. Even if some mishap happens, he never blames Krishna. Arjuna's son died, Abhimanyu, in the battlefield. Draupadi lost her 5 sons, killed by Ashwatthama. It is not that they blamed Krishna. We are your devotee. Why this is happening to us? But along with them, Krishna also joined in the misery. Along with them, Krishna also took, necessary steps. It was nothing artificial, it was very natural. So, from all these nice instances, we can understand relationship of God with his pure devotee is a very high class. And every devotee desires to have that type of relationship. Bhakti brings you to higher and higher relationships and association with the Lord. That's why we are asked to chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this way build our relationship with the Lord, and the Lord is very eager to build a relationship with his devotee. Any small offering you can make, any small seva you can do, this way we can develop our relationship with the Lord. So here in this temple we are encouraging everybody to chant Hare Krishna, to come in front of Lord Jagannath and have your interaction with Lord Jagannath and try to be a devotee. Manmana bhava mad bhaktah madhyaji mam namaskuru. Become my devotee. And in this way you will find great happiness and great success in this world. This has happened in history, and Krishna telling in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Bahavo jnana tapaso putam madbhavam agataha. In the past, so many people followed this instruction and they became successful and became very happy. You also do that. So same thing coming in the parampara. These principles are not changing. They don't have to change. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is a personality and we can relate with him. We can do seva and we can go slowly build up our devotion, our love for Krishna and our relationship with Krishna, and he will reciprocate with us. Tomorrow is Rukmini Dwadashi. Today morning we recollected how Rukmini, never seen Krishna before, heard about Krishna, fell in love with Krishna. She's only a 12-year-old girl and decided that I'll marry only Krishna. Nobody else can be my husband. But her brother Rukmi, eldest brother, 5 brothers she has got, elder brothers. Eldest is Rukmi. Rukmi decided that no, I know whom to get you married to. My dear friend Sishupala is the best person for you. I'm going to get you married to Sishupala. So Rukmini could not take it. Sishupala is a great enemy of Krishna. And so she became extremely worried. Krishna is somewhere in Dwaraka. I am here in Vidarbha, in Nagpur. He doesn't even know me. I learnt about him from so many other people. He is great personality. He built this whole city called Dwaraka and took everybody from Mathura to Dwaraka. Everybody knows about him. Who am I? Just one princess somewhere. So many kings are there. And I am desiring. But definitely I have faith that Krishna will reciprocate. So she wrote a letter. Tomorrow is the marriage with Sishupala. It's already fixed. So she wrote a letter to Krishna. It's a very beautiful romance, a love letter written to Krishna, saying that if you don't come and take me, I am your wife. You must accept me as your wife. Don't give me to Sishupala. He is a jackal. You are a lion. Come and take me. In this way, she invited through a letter, sent through a Brahmana immediately, go and deliver this to Krishna. I am sure he will reciprocate with me. Krishna got the letter and he became very pleased with Rukmini, who has advised him in the letter how to come and take me and go. How you must do Rakshasa wedding. Carry me and go away in the chariot. Where you should come. What time you should come. What type of wedding you should do. Give detailed plan to her. She's only a 12-year-old girl. give a very good plan to Krishna. In 7 verses, she writes, in the Bhagavatam it is written, and this Brahmana delivers and Krishna reads, and he becomes very pleased. He said, immediately bring my chariot, I'm going. Why? This girl, I don't know this girl, she knows me and she wants my help. She's my devotee. So Krishna takes a chariot and goes with the Brahmana all the way to Vidarbha. And he goes there, and exactly like she told, at the right time when she is going to the Durga temple, you can take me from there. That is the best time to take. So that you don't have to hurt any of my relatives. There will be no any great halabalu. You quietly come and take me and go. Exactly like that Krishna will come. And at that time she has never seen Krishna. So many big kings are standing there to see her. Rukmani is very beautiful. Is Lakshmi. And Krishna will come in between all of them. All of the kings in his chariot, and he'll come and show his hand to Rukmani and take her on the chariot. First time she is seeing Krishna. Whatever they told about you is true. You're extremely beautiful to look at. You're wonderful. You just pull her on the chariot and he'll turn around and he'll go away. And all of them will be wondering, hey, what's happening? What's happening? They slowly wake up and then they start fighting, shooting arrows, and then Balaram comes with an army and fights all of them and finishes them. He takes Rukmani and goes back to Dwaraka, gets married. Rukmani is the principal wife of Krishna. You will see that. She wrote one letter. I don't know Krishna. I have not seen him before. But Krishna will reciprocate to his devotee. With full faith she wrote. And she told her, if you don't come, I shall give up my life. I will not get married to Shishupala. I know nobody else but you. This is my condition. So Krishna came and took Rukmini, took her to Dwaraka, got married, built a big palace for her, stay here. They had 10 children. Chief among them is Pradyumna, eldest. In this way, you will see in the Bhagavad describes very beautifully. Krishna reciprocates with anybody who does even a little seva and desires, I want to be associated with you. In whichever rasa, however you want. So therefore, we have to simply try. We have to offer our prayer to Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and start your relationship with Krishna. Start serving Krishna, start doing some little seva, and you will see that one will develop a beautiful relationship. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Jagannath Swami ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki.
Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions? Any comments? யாருக்காவது கேள்விகள் இருந்தாலும் தங்களுடைய கருத்துக்களையும் நீங்கள் சொல்லலாம். Okay, we profusely thank His Holiness Bhakti Vinoda Swami Maharaj for a wonderful class. Hare Krishna.